Welcome back to Unturned. This is the first episode in the map walkthrough that I will be doing on my channel, and today's video will also serve as a little bit of an Unturned update. So this is Blackfall Island. Now Blackfall Island, wait a minute. Singed, where are you at? Singed, are you there? What? Oh my gosh. Stop showing bugs. So anyway, there's no loot or anything on this map yet, and so there's a couple bugs with like terrain issues and things like that. And like I did my best to make roads match up and stuff. Singed, let's go. We're gonna give a tour. Come out from. You just like. Okay, so there's obviously a couple issues. I like the overgrowth stuff with like the grass and street. What do you think about that, Singed? Do you like the grass?
It's nice.
Okay, I like that. So here's the concept behind the map. So this is a 4x4 map, and this is just one tiny little section of the map, and we'll go take a look at that the other part here in a bit. But this is like the Blackfall Island. This is what this map is named after. This will be home to a giant prison, and essentially the motto, whether it be somebody who works on it beforehand or whatever Nelson puts in for 3.0's like American map with a giant prison, it's essentially going to go in this area. And now it's kind of hard to gauge just how wide this area is, but we can kind of take a look at it here in a little bit. Where did you go again, Singed? Singed, where are you? Gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, so I just have some basic things on here for now. Essentially, I'll have to probably go back and like rebake the trees and the texture and the terrain and stuff, and put a lot of more buildings in. But I have a couple buildings put in just to kind of show the theme of the map. So this island, this top part here, will be home to like the prison. There's a warden's house, there'll be a fire department, and a police station, because it makes sense to have those on this island. And I'll kind of tell you the backstory behind this as we move down the hill. But so we have a couple things here. There's no loot or anything in yet, and so we're gonna like wind up dying here eventually. This road goes to the warden's house. Now I spent a little bit of time with this and kind of worked on some things here. Essentially, this is a texture. This is like a trail road that I've kind of like added some texture onto, so it looks kind of cool and like raised the elevation and stuff. And you can kind of see like it ends right here. I need to fix that. Don't go in there yet. We're gonna look around the building first. So I've added a little bit of overgrowth to kind of make it look cool. Put in all these fences and stuff. There's some rubble there, and you know a lot of this will probably change. But I do like the different like levels in like the backyard, like how it's a little raised and the fences aren't even. There's a break in the fence back here, so like people can sneak in if somebody's like holding down this. One of the cool features that I have yet to do with the stone texture. You can come in the house now, since. One of the cool things with this island is like the steep like drop off, and we'll take a look at that here in a little bit. But essentially there's some like overgrowth on the side of here. We have like a vault door, which is I thought was kind of a cool idea, where he kept his like goods, you know, and there's some crates and stuff. And I'll obviously be adding more things as the map goes along, more detail, kind of like when things get flushed out. But essentially the biggest problem is like there's just not a lot of buildings in here yet, so that's what you get.
I'm stuck.
Can you suicide?
I can't suicide.
You're stuck for good. You seriously can't get out?
No.
Oh my gosh. No. Try disconnecting and then reconnecting. Yeah, so anyway, there's not enough buildings in to like kind of fully do this, but I've added just some kind of really simple detail in, like, you know, like he was in the process of like barricading up the window, and then like something broke in and killed him, you know, and like the warden died, and so like broken fences and stuff. What's going on? Are you back?
Yes.
There you go. All right. So we'll leave this place and Singed is trapping himself. So you can see there's just little details and things you got to work out yet. Singed, you see this up here at the top? I put like some fences. You know, it kind of looks like he was barricading it up. Somebody had like, I don't know what they did, what they used, but there was like somebody had like thatch fence on the window, and it looked really cool. But you can see like maybe he's like barricading up, and like, you know, some freaking zombie broke through and killed him or something. All right, let's move down the hill. Actually, let's go to this edge over here so you can kind of see. It's like a really steep drop off, but just to show you how massive this map is, I'll show you a couple areas like a player could build a base and it would serve as like a good place. Now, a couple things to talk about in this video in regards to the Unturned update. If you've been working with the level editor up until this point, there's been a couple issues with like, you know, water being disabled and, you know, water being a little weird with like raising the elevation and stuff. Well, Nelson did an amazing job and it changed it to a slider, and it's so easy to change the sea level now. It works so much better. And so if you're looking for where the water slider is or whatever, if you're trying to find the sea level, go into environment, into lighting, and then look at the bottom left hand corner. That's where the water is. And you can set like the moon, you know, you can change it to like a crescent or something like that and change the time and stuff there. So there will be a big prison here essentially, and that's kind of the gist of it. But we'll move down the road here. It's a very, very long road. But essentially, what happened here, since let me tell you what happened, okay, for the viewers. So, you know, this island ferried back and forth workers and cars, you know, all day, every day, changing shifts out and stuff. And, you know, it's the only way to get here because, you know, it's home to a prison. It's like Alcatraz. You know, you can't like let prisoners, you know, possibly escape and cross over to the mainland. And when they were bringing the ship back over here, it crashed. And like, so kind of the idea is to have like a huge dock at the end. Ship crashed into the, you know, side of the dock or something. Bunch of cars just kind of like spewed all over the place, like kind of like a Confederation bridge, and just kind of do something like that. And then on the other side of the mainland, there'll be another dock with like nothing on it. So you can see like there's a lot of different like terrain elevation with like the hills and stuff. Like there's all kinds of hills, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. And the roads are obviously weird looking, but that's just because it's really hard to get the roads to be even, especially if you're on a hill like this. So you can see like this funky road down here. I kind of wanted to make it kind of like a parking lot, but then I was like, nah, you can drive through up into the area, come down here, park your car, because you should be able to drive on that. So this gas station is kind of cool. This is the first thing I did. Got Big J Eco Fuel, you know, got to represent Big J. Nothing in here yet. The gas pumps are all working, obviously. Fuel tank in the back. There's a kind of a dip there. I got to fix that. Some trash bins in the back, just kind of add to the effect of things. Now, Stingy, let me show you this, okay? Come over here. Let me show you this area, just to show you how massive this map is. So I think I'll probably change the density of the trees because it's pretty dense. But I want to have one section on this island, not this island, but the mainland, that is like a big forest. Have I told you about that yet, Cinch?
Yeah.
With like the forest and like the logging camp and stuff. So the water has new aesthetics. It'll be like a kind of a first for me to see what happened. You see this area right here, like on the beach? Like, look how massive this is. Imagine like our base, like one of our bases right here. You can totally fill this entire area. This island alone is like probably the size of like...
Hey, Tech.
What?
What if I told you?
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya. I'm about to starve to death anyway. So Singe's gotta go. Anyway, so like this area is probably like the size of military base and Berrywood combined, just this island. And essentially what it does is it goes from a gradual beach up to like a main hill that's very level to facilitate for the prison. And you can see like, look at how, there you go. That's a good look at how steep that drop off is. And so like that'll have like, you know, rocks painted on the side and stuff. And so here's the water. It's you can't swim in it yet, I don't think. Or can you? No, you can't. So it's kind of a long walk over to the other side, to the mainland. And guys, if you're going to be making a map, really think about how big you want to make this map. Make your map, because an 8x8 is ginormous. This is a 4x4, and just going over things, I'm like, I'm gonna be making this map for like a month straight. Like, it's ridiculous. Just doing what I did right there took me about, I don't know, like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. But before that, that was just with the buildings. Before that, I did the terrain, which took me another probably 3 hours or whatever. And so like things take a long time. So if you're planning on doing a lot of detail on your map, just be aware that a 4x4 or an 8x8 is a lot bigger than you might think. And so just keep that in mind. 2x2 is not a bad idea. That's 2 times the size of PEI, because I think that's 1x1, I think Nelson told me. So yeah, in addition to the into the water slider, other things that were changed, you can have a field of view slider now. There's an FPS counter you can enable, Steam Cloud Save data output to have debugged some reported issues, DNS support to the connect field. There's a bunch of different things that have been added and changed, I should say. But things will continue to develop and change, and this is just a big flat area essentially. I should go into, maybe I'll go into the level editor and just show you what that looked like. But here you can kind of see like the detail of the islands a little bit better. Let's go into the level editor, and I can show you this map a little bit better, because I kind of want to keep you guys updated with what I do. I don't want to like probably show you the building process, because that is kind of, it takes a long time, and it's not easy at all by any means. So let's zoom out here. So here you can see this is the entire island. You can see how steep that is right there. Goes around. That whole prison will go like right here, because if it's as massive as I think it's gonna be, I might even have to make more room. We'll see. I'm on like a Walking Dead style prison. So you can see how steep this hill is, but you can have like a base down here. You can not be discovered for a while. So things are still kind of in the works with this map, but you know, you can kind of see like I want to have like a ship like crash like right here or something, and like a dock coming out, like a big dock, and then like over here we can have another dock, and with maybe a couple cars parked in like a parking lot or something. So guys, this is how big this map is. Look at this. You can't even see the edge of it. It's enormous. And I actually intend on using all of this area to facilitate the most epic map ever, and probably next to what Nelson's going to do. But essentially, this is gigantic, and a 4x4 is a lot bigger than you probably expect. So if you don't want to be working forever, you might want to think about maybe doing a 2x2. So guys, that's going to be it for this update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, click your thumbs up button below at the bottom of the video. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also if you have any cool suggestions or ideas that you would like to maybe see on this map, just let me know, and maybe I can incorporate some things. Or if you have seen something somebody's done so far, you know, we can kind of see what can happen. You guys maybe can have some say in what happens on this map. I have a lot of ideas already that I want to incorporate no matter what, but if somebody has a great suggestion, you know, I'd be more than willing to facilitate that. Like maybe, for example, something like instead of having a ferry that was going across, you had like a big bridge or something with like a military checkpost at the end or something like that. Anything like that kind of stuff. So leave that in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, and until next time, stay safe out there.